Now, this is a recipe that I recently had at my uncle's house when I went to go visit him in Loreto, Mexico. This is called a sangrita, and this is exactly how we had it. He had 1800 Cristalino, which before going down there, I had never had this before. It is very tasty. It's got a light hint of smokiness to it, but it's very clean, very easy to drink. So this is obviously a much larger batch than what I'm about to read off. But what it is a normal recipe, a normal serving, I guess, serving size, not serving size, a normal batch is 1 cup tomato juice, half of a cup of orange juice, quarter of a cup of lemon juice, quarter of a cup of lime juice, half of a jalapeno. In my case, I charred mine over the stove first and then let it sweat. 1 teaspoon of hot sauce. The recipe said you could use whatever you want, but then the recipe also said that that person, the author, preferred Tabasco. So I figured for my first batch, might as well go with what they're recommending. 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 to 2 splashes of Worcestershire sauce, and then half of a teaspoon of salt. Now, the salt was optional, and I actually went less than that. I did about 1/4 of a teaspoon. So, again, I think this is like a triple batch, just because I was kind of tweaking the temperature a little bit because I ended up putting more than half that jalapeno in there, and it was quite warm. So, but basically what this is it's not a chaser in the sense of you're doing a shot, because you're not. This is a nicer tequila, and this is designed to be had with a nicer tequila. So it's more, you take a sip of your tequila, you enjoy it. You take a sip of this, you enjoy it, it cleans your palate. Then you go back to the tequila, and you just kind of go back and forth, and that's what it really is for. So, again, this is a very good tequila. So you can already kind of smell the light smokiness to it, but it's lighter. It's kind of more of like a Blanco. It's very easy to drink. You get a lot of the notes of the smokiness on like the back half. It's not an upfront flavor, but it is there, and it's kind of just on the rear end of it. And then you go ahead and take a sip of your sangrita. Now, because I was tweaking with some of the ingredients and to try to mellow out some of that extra jalapeno I put in there, there's still quite a bit of spice to this. It's not overpowering. I don't feel like there's fire coming out of my mouth, but it's definitely there. And I remember my uncles had that as well. It wasn't overpowering, but it was there, and you could taste it. But then when you go back and forth, that's where you're kind of getting this really nice mixture of flavors. See, and it's delicious because it changes the flavor profile now of the tequila in that next sip, and it's very good. So I'm going to have to get a hold of my uncle when he gets out of the hospital, and I'm going to have to see about getting his actual recipe, and then we'll see about redoing this video so you guys can hear his recipe and see how it differs from the one that I found online. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.